Not bad, huh? Welcome to Zion National Park. We call that gorgeous hunk of rock the Towers of the Virgin. It's one of the many spectacular vistas inside the park. Like that. But I've got a pretty good idea of why you're here. Angel's Landing or the Narrows?
Let me let you in on a little secret. Everybody in their selfie stick is here for angels.
Gets packed tighter than a can of sardines out there. And you don't strike me as a type that like great big crowds. So I'm going to show you how to have a better national park experience. And that's what you're here for, right? Follow me. This is the Visitor Center. It's a whole lot more than just a gift shop. It's the best place to get up-to-the-minute information about everything you want to know about the park. Ranger Grace, take it away.
That's right. The Visitor Center is a great resource for park information as well as a good place to get last-minute essentials like sunscreen and refilling your water bottle. And believe me, you'll need them both. It also offers the best restroom facilities in the canyon. So do the park a favor and go before you go. Wait a minute, I feel like I forgot something. That's right. Now this is critical. You should plan to arrive at the park 90 minutes before you'd like to begin your hike. At peak hours, these lines can get longer than a midnight showing of Star Wars.
Your wait from here is about 1 hour.
Now, if you can't get to the park entrance early enough, you're better off parking in Springdale and taking the Freetown shuttle into the park instead.
The shuttle system will get you to every major trailhead along the scenic Canyon Drive. The shuttle runs from March to November in order to help avoid traffic congestion and to keep noise levels in the canyon down. The shuttle will pick up at every stop on a 10 to 15 minute rotation, so you'll never have to wait very long.
When you get to the park entrance, one of our friendly staff will give you a park mapping guide.
The mapping guide lays out the groundwork for your visit here at the park and should be your first stop for anything park related. If you do have questions though, our super duper visitor center personnel are here for you. They can provide things like trail conditions, hike suggestions, weather forecast, clothing and footwear suggestions, just to name a few. For instance,
let's say you want a nice, easy hike the entire family can enjoy. You take a look at the map and guide, and you select a hike you feel is adequate for your family's hiking capability. As park rangers, we can provide you with points of interest along a trail, which stop to exit the park shuttle, as well as particular challenges you may face while hiking in Zion National Park. All of these are great things to know before you go. We'll also provide you with recommendations on food and water and where to fill your reusable water bottle with our Zion Spring Water. Even on a short hike, water is a must. A lot of visitors think simply because they're not sweating, they don't need to hydrate, and they are dangerously mistaken.
Speaking of water, depending on the hike and time of year, you might encounter some natural waterways along the trail. Sometimes they might even be a part of the trail. Having proper footwear will go a long way in ensuring your hike is an enjoyable one, versus one with blisters or even a sprained ankle. Check with us online or at the Visitor Center to see which hikes are recommended for you.
speaking of trails, we have lots of them. And most of them don't rhyme with Angel's Landing or the Narrows. There are so many great adventures out there, but you'll never see them if you limit yourself to those two. Before setting off on any trail, though, make sure to go before you go, or else you might find yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Now, I am only gonna say this once, but we have well-maintained paths to every destination here at the park, so stay on the
Mariah seems to have forgotten that others may want to enjoy a quiet park experience. She's not using her inside voice. So, without sounding like a pint-sized dictator, I'm going to explain to you all why we stick to the trail. It all boils down to one little word: erosion. When over 4 million pairs of feet go off the beaten path every year, the soil and vegetation underneath those feet begin to die. Once that process begins, there's not a whole lot we as park rangers can do to stop it. It may take upwards of 100 years to recover, and it may never look the same for future generations to enjoy.
If shuttles and walking aren't really your thing, don't worry. There are a lot of different ways to experience the park. Case in point. And if you'd rather not wander around on your own, we have ranger-guided programs that are a great way to learn about the canyon, see the park, and meet new people.
We hope you enjoy exploring Zion National Park. It's a great place to reconnect with nature. And remember, the park is so much more than Angel's Landing. So walk a little further and look a little harder, and you'll find that... I almost forgot. Sound amplifies as it travels up the canyon. So while you're here, remember that we're not in a theme park. So be courteous to your fellow visitors and use your inside voices, please. With all of us working together, we can help keep Zion beautiful. And on that note, oh dear, no signal. How will I manage? Oh yeah, this is rough. might have to do this all day.